So what I have here today, I'm going to show you all my Happy Meal Hot Wheels. This one right here is actually called Bad Mudder 2, I believe. And I showed you this the other day, but I forgot to turn on the light. It lights up because there's this part on the motor here that you pull up and the light will come on. I believe this would be a Hot Wheels casting, you know, in the basic lines and stuff. But I believe McDonald's have, in their Happy Meals, they used real castings that Hot Wheels made, and ones I think that were made for McDonald's. I have a whole bunch here. I believe they started in '83, and they used like regular mainline ones. I believe there's one called the Citation, the Chevy Citation, and I looked on the Hot Wheels Wiki, though I'm not sure how good that site is for information. Well, they had the same exact one that was in the regular mainline for that year, I think. Okay, so we'll start off with the first year I had, which is this one. It's called the Camaro Z28. I think this might be a Hot Wheels casting. I think the windows are mostly blacked out, so you can't really see. So it has speckled paint. I always remembered this one. I think there was another car that may have had a paint job like that. But this was in my Hot Wheels collection for a while. I think since I was a kid. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this was purchased from a second-hand shop because it was written 25 cents. A lot of the McDonald's ones had dates and the year they were made, I think. A lot of times I pick up one and it'll say 99 and it would be made for that year. Unlike Hot Wheels, which they'll only put like the when that casting was designed or made. Yeah, so this one was from '91, I believe. At least that's what I have written. The next one I have is actually a '93 Camaro, or oh wait, no, it's a Stalker, I think. McDonald's T-Bird Stalker. I'm not sure how many of these I actually got as Happy Meals, though. They still make them. A lot of times they came around with, they'll have Barbie as the other thing. And most of the time those were for girls. Nowadays, if you're a boy and you want a Barbie doll or a Barbie toy, you probably could ask for it. And you'd get it. Yeah, I believe this came from a second-hand shop, too. It was written 20 cents on there. Next thing I have, this may have been something I actually played with, though. Not sure if I got it as a second-hand shop find. It's all beat up. I think my brother has the same one as well. I think this one's a '93 Camaro, like NASCAR car. I think this is a Hot Wheels original casting. They have a regular one in the lineup. Or they did. I'm not sure if they still do. But it's all beat to hell. The one my brother has is pretty beat too. I may have bought this from a yard sale so we wouldn't fight over it. And that's why I had two of those. Okay, the next one, it's the same thing, a '93 Camaro, but it's for Duracell. A lot of chips there. I think I played with this one. Or it was always in my collection, as I recall. Yeah, it says '93 on the base. That's the year. And Hot Wheels did make, or McDonald's did have good Hot Wheel cars. Some were good and some were bad. Right now I have is Dragster, I think it's called, from '93. A lot of times I think I bought these mixed in with other Hot Wheel cars and stuff. Usually because I liked how they looked. Okay, the next thing I had was a '57 Chevy. I think this may have been released twice. I think this may have been a '93 release. It does have the year '93 on it, so I assume it's from that year. I usually keep this in my case with my other Chevys. I'll probably put that one back in there. Okay, this next one, I believe it's called Bold Eagle. It's like a bird car. And you can see it's like an eagle from the beak there. I'm not sure if Hot Wheels ever made this one. I don't think so, though. But it's plastic with a metal base. Yeah. I think the side pipes are also metal. Yeah, this was probably one of my favorites. This one I think was my favorite at one time, and then it disappeared, and then I picked one up at a flea market not too long ago. It's called the Black Cat, or I think sometimes it's called the Panther. It's nice. You don't want it to cross your path, I heard. It's plastic with a metal base. Yeah, I think this was my favorite as a kid, though. The next one I have, I think they may have released two of these, but in different colors. Let's see, where do I have it written down? Oh, Flame Rider, I think it's called. Yeah. Yeah, there's another one someplace here. I'll set this one aside. But this was one of my favorites. I'm not sure what's all metal. I think most of it's plastic, with the metal parts being this, the motor part, and the side pipes. Yeah. And I think most McDonald's toys always had these little triangle-shaped screws. This can probably be unscrewed, so you can alter it or whatever. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorites. It looks realistic. Okay, we'll set that aside for now. Next car I have, this one is probably one of my favorites. I think it was called the Gas Hog, or it's like a Cadillac convertible. White wheels, metal base. This one's acceptable as a plastic body, because it looks real nice. I always like to have my bodies plastic on cars. Or not plastic, metal. And, it doesn't matter with the base, because this is the main function of the car. But it's real nice. This is metal grill work right here. Yeah. And this is probably one of my favorites from the McDonald's Happy Meals. Not sure if I got this as a Happy Meal myself. It could have been like a garage sale find, when I was a kid. But I did have this as a kid. Okay, the next one I have, let me see what it's called here. It's called Turbine 4-2. Weird car, I think. As you can see, the rims here, or the wheels here, it has the McDonald's M on it. Gives it away right away. If you look for that, it's on all four wheels. I think it probably says it on the base somewhere. Yeah, I don't think so. 1994, I think. Or somewhere, yeah, 94. I think I've had this in my collection. This may have been a new one. Doesn't look as beat up as some of the other ones I had. Okay, the next one I have here, I believe it's called Too Cool. Yeah, this one's beat up. I don't know if I played with it or I just had it in my box for a while, but it's like a purple car. Yep. Okay, the next one, I think this one's called the X21-J Cruiser. Never cared much for this. I'm not sure what parts are metal. I think the body right here is metal, and this part is metal, and a plastic base. Not really my favorite, though. Kind of looks like claws here. Okay, the next one here, we'll go with this one. I think it's called a Radar Racer. It's from '95. This may have been a new one, but I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, there's someone inside there. It's got like I think that color might be called fuchsia or something like that. And this is blue or something. Okay, the next one I have is called Blue Bandit. I think I had one, but this one's from a flea market. It's got a metal base with a plastic body. Not really sure what this part does, but it would always pop up. I don't know if you're supposed to hit something and then it'll pop up like that. Oh wait, there's two little switches right here so I don't know if you hit it with another car and that would pop up. but that's probably what it did. Okay, let's see. My next thing I have here, it's called the Flame Series Funny Car. I don't think I bought this from a secondhand shop though, but we used to go to this one down the street from me, and they used to let people, peruse their dumpster. They threw out a lot of good stuff. I think computers and stuff. Now you can't do that anymore, but I think this was something I found. I did find a lot of stuff. I think one, you could go garbage hunting, and I think one time I found a Super Nintendo, a working one too. And I also found my first set of Pokemon cards there. They were kind of wasteful and everything. They could have sold everything that they threw away. That place moved out after a while across town. This one I didn't really like. I used to be afraid of some of the stuff I got there because, it seemed like it was nasty, but I think I had this in the basement for a while, and then when I got maybe a little older, I added it to my regular collection. Yeah. Okay, the next one I have is called a Dark Rider series car. It's all black with a metal base. I believe this is from '96, but the funny car was as well. Nothing really special though. Now, the next car is actually the one that I was saying before that, they made another one. Let's see, this was called Hot Hub Series Roadster. Yeah, and these tires I think were called Hot Hubs, because I have another vehicle that has that, and it said it was from there, but online it said this was from the Hot Hub series. So it's the same as this other one. I don't know what this one was called again. Yeah, I think I had a whole bunch of these. I think I found one on the ground too. Yeah, so this is very similar to this car. Oop. Okay, the next car I got is, let's put my list closer. Let's see, which one was it on? Oh, the McDonald's tow truck. I think I may have gotten this on a yard sale though, but it was brand new or in the baggie. I always played with this one. I always you could put your cars on there and tow it. It was always fun. Pretty nice. It was mostly plastic with a metal base. Okay, the next one I got is the McDonald's police vehicle. Let's see, police car it's called. '97, as I recall. This may have been new as well. I may have gotten it from a Happy Meal or something. Okay, the next two things is McDonald's fire department, I think, or fire trucks. Always had a hard time figuring out what this was until I was perusing the ones they had on the McDonald's Happy Meals, and I saw this, and then I found out what it was. It has a plastic base, or metal base, plastic body. A lot of times I stumble over my words here. Yeah, I think one I had for a while. I don't know where I got it, and then one I got from Goodwill. I think I could tell right away because the Goodwill one is a little cleaner. I don't know, they both look about the same though. Yeah, it has moving hose. Pretty much like a utility truck though. Okay, the next one, I think this may have had a real release. It's called a Hot Wheels Racer, and it was from '98. Yeah, I'm not sure if I think I have it as well in like the real version, and it may have had rubber tires, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's pretty nice, still in good condition. But I think this one I may have bought a lot later. Next from '98 is this one. It's called 50th Anniversary NASCAR. I think it commemorated it. I'm not sure if it had a specific model or name. Let's see. I'm just looking at these tamples here, because I noticed this one, some of the stuff on here doesn't exist much anymore, I don't think. I think these might even be stickers, because they did use sticker tamples. So this is a Ford Taurus, though. Yeah, I think in the back, as you can see, it says Service Merchandise, and I think that place is pretty much gone. The stores are all gone now. Okay, the next thing I had is called the Maximizer. You know, this looks cool. It's red, metal body, plastic base. Looks like it could be a real car. I'm not 100% sure if it's a real car or not. But the paint's pretty much still good on it. Maybe a little chipping. It's from '99. Okay, the next thing, I think I'm pretty sure I may have, I went to McDonald's and got this as a Happy Meal toy. This was called the Surfboarder. There's the surfboards. I think this reminded me of a car that Chrysler made or something, called the Prowler. It's pretty nice. This is probably one of my favorites that they did. Gotta do this fast. I'm running out of video space on my phone. Gotta take it off. Okay, the next two things I have. One of these I did get as a Happy Meal, and one I got as a, you know, on a yard sale or something. I think these are both metal on metal. Okay, I have two of these. They look in the same condition. I can't tell which one was my original, but this one's called Street Raptor. I think I showed this in my favorite castings video. This one was always my favorite, though. One of my favorites. It always reminded me of like a soapbox derby car or something like that. I kept this in my jammer's case for a while. Okay, the next thing I have is this one. It's called, let's see where I left off, is called, let's see, Black Track. Yeah, it has the same wheels like the Hot Hub series as well. Yeah, I think I may have gotten this new or something like that. I didn't play with it that much. I don't think. It wasn't really that interesting. The next thing I have, I think I got this a few years ago or a year ago. Let's see. I'm not sure if this really had much of a name. I think online it said Current Championship Car. I think it's like a Formula 1 or something. I think the year was from '99. It's in good condition. Okay, next thing I have, it's hard to believe that this one's actually a McDonald's one, but it's called the Lotus Elise. The same manufactured from McDonald's. I think I bought this loose. I saw it on a yard sale and then I, picked it up. Paint's all good on it. Nothing really bad on it. I don't know if it had tampons. If it did have tampons, they would have been, just stickers. As the next one's going to be, this one's Mitsubishi Eclipse from 2001. Yeah, the tampons are stickers, so if the kid put it on, it could have been crooked. A lot of times when you're a kid, you don't do everything as good as what an adult would do. This would probably look nicer without those. A lot of the newer Hot Wheels are metal on plastic now anyways. So you probably couldn't tell the difference if this was a McDonald's one. Okay, next one, you surely could. This is called Moto Blade. I believe Hot Wheels made one. This is a little bigger than that one, I think. I never got a real Hot Wheels release, though. This one, I think, makes a noise, but it was broken, so it never made the noise. I think I got it in like a Goodwill bag. Okay, next thing is called What For 2. It's a real Hot Wheels casting, but I think this one's a little different. The motors can be pushed down. I have another one. I don't think you can do that on there. I don't know if they had an opening cockpit as well. It doesn't look like it. This one was from 2006. Next one I have is called the Vulture. Yeah, it looks like something Hot Wheels would have made, but I'm not sure. It's nice. 2009 again. Okay. Next one I have is called Sand Stinger. I believe this is a real Hot Wheels casting. Yeah, I think the one in the lineup, or the one that they made like maybe this year or last year, was very similar to this. I think. I don't know if the wheels may have been longer on it, but I think it was kind of identical though. Okay, the last few things I have here. This is a Matchbox one. I think it's from McDonald's. Let's see. It's from 2002. I got this when I was older, and I believe all the tampons are stickers. It says New York on it. Starting to run low on video, so I'm doing it a little faster. Next one, I'm not really sure what it is. I don't think it's a Hot Wheel, but I believe it's a Happy Meal. If anybody knows what it is, leave a comment, or you can link a video or something. Yeah, I don't really know what it is, but I think I picked it up at a thrift shop when I was young because I liked it. It's kind of cool. Okay, the last thing I have, I think this is called a plow or something. It's from Tonka, and it is Tonka, but it's actually a McDonald's Happy Meal toy. And I think I remember how I got this was I was at McDonald's with my mom, and this woman behind the counter, she saw me sitting there, you know, nice and shit or stuff, and well, she just gave it to me. And I think that's how I got some Happy Meals, you know, because I wasn't messing around like some of the other kids do, you know, those stuff. I was well behaved, I guess. And that's it. And that's all the McDonald's stuff that I have gotten over the years. And like, subscribe, share your memories and stuff, or you can share the video. But that's it for today.